What's up? Whiskey Wonder. I don't know if that saw me spit that piece of potato chip out my. Anyway, it's Whiskey Wonder. It's a special weekend getaway edition. I'm on the patio of our lovely little lake house in Lake Wedowee, Alabama. It just so happens that this time last year, I was here. Did a couple reviews. I think I did a Stag Junior. And it's also a year ago, around this time, Auburn played my boys, the Georgia Bulldogs, and won. Well, that the South's oldest rivalry, Georgia Bulldogs versus Auburn, whoever they are, happens again in about 2 hours. And it just so happens that I'm in Alabama. For all of you that don't know, Auburn is in Alabama, I guess. Yeah, it's definitely in Alabama. I can tell by the stores that I've gone to, and everybody's either got on an Alabama shirt or a fucking Auburn shirt. It's gross. Go Dogs. Anyway, so today I've got two drinks that I want to do for you guys. I don't know if you guys can see it. The background here, there's a lake right down there. It's pretty. I'm up here with my family. My kids, my wife. This coming Tuesday will be my wife's and my 7-year wedding anniversary. 7 years married, 9 years together. We always try to partake in a getaway every year. This time I decided to bring the kids. So, I've been drunk all day. No, it's a good time. Now I do have, like I said, two. It's the same brand, same proof, same age. It's but they're different barrels, hand selected by two different liquor stores. What I'm talking about is this Knob Creek. If you could see, if I can get it to focus. It won't focus now. The fucking camera is jumping around. Anyway, on there it says barrel number 7333, hand selected by Lotus Liquor, which is my go-to liquor store in my neighborhood or in my town. So what I wanted to do was, and then I also have the second one here. See, I've got this one from barrel 6623, selected by M&M Package Store. Both are my go-to liquor stores. Lotus more than M&M, depending on how much gas I want to use getting to either one of them. But what I wanted to do, as you can see, I'll hold them up again. Both of them have about the same amount left over in them. Yeah, I've been hitting these motherfuckers hard. A little bit of history on these. 120 proof. I don't know who fucking distills this shit. Knob Creek Distillery in Claremont, Kentucky. It's a 750 milliliter, 120 proof, small batch, aged 9 years, 60% alcohol by volume, single barrel reserve, Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. Now, I will tell you about this Lotus one. A few months ago, I did tell you guys that I had gone up. I was asked by the owners and manager of Lotus Liquors to help them select a barrel. So I went up there and I tasted 3 or 4 different selections, and we agreed, me and the manager agreed on barrel 7333. Now these come with a little paper cardboard tag attached to it that tells you when the barrels were pulled, from where, what level, whatever, but that's at home. So anyway, we're looking at 120 proof. Now typically, once you get up past the 90s and the 100 proof, shit gets a little wild. I don't usually go with water or ice in my drink, but for the sake of being able to taste or be able to drink it the way that I know that I want to drink it, I had to add a little splash of super cold water to it. But for this review, I'm not going to do that. I'm not using my typical glasses. I'm using my mother-in-law's festive winter wonderland glasses. Look at the color on that. Super rich, super dark. It's awesome. Never really been a big fan of Knob Creek, but these two would make. You know what I'm noticing? I'm noticing in a lot of the liquor stores that like. We just went to the liquor store here in Wendowie, which is the only package store they have in town, and they actually have a select barrel for their store. It's priced really well. You're looking at about $40 for 120 proof, and my wife actually likes it with a splash of water. But anyway, there's that. You know, to be honest with you, the whole it tastes like raisins and da 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 da. I'm gonna surpass that shit and just get straight to it. This is straight up. This is neat. No water, no ice. 120 proof. This is the one from Lotus Liquors. I wanted to see if there was a difference in their taste. So. I feel the hair on my chest growing right now. So, here's what you can definitely taste the alcohol in this shit. Alright? Seriously, you really can. But it's smooth. If you want to lighten it a little bit and open up more of the flavor, you can add, I suggest a splash of water versus an ice cube. For the simple fact that the ice cube might water it down too much. But to each their own, like I've always said, nobody can tell you how to drink your fucking whiskey. But what I prefer is straight up. So it's 120 proof. It's got some heat to it. It is fucking peppery. 120 proof, what do you expect, right? As of right now, it's pairing really well with this new 2008 edition of Room 101 cigar. See? I mean, like I said, I've been drinking all day, so everything tastes pretty good. But it has a really full mouthfeel, if that makes any sense. Like it's meaty. I'm not sure exactly how they distilled it. I don't know if they. Let's see, handcrafted, limited quantities, superior taste and smoothness, a bunch of blah blah blahs. Doesn't really go into their process, but I think it's pretty cool that these stores are. I think it's pretty cool that the reps for these fucking alcohol companies are able to sell so many barrels, especially of this specific whiskey. It's like every store you go into right now, they have their own barrel. So that's pretty cool. One of these days, I'm gonna buy a fucking barrel. So I'm gonna have to drive up to Kentucky and pick my ass out a barrel and bottle that shit up. All right. Woo. It's pretty good. I actually like the Lotus Liquor one. I don't remember what the M&M one is because I've had this one for about a week and a half maybe. I was saving it so that I can make this comparison. Same deal. All right, so before here's what they do. Here's what Knob Creek did. When the rep says, "All right, yo, I'll sell you a barrel," right? They come back a couple of weeks later, or they mail it, however they do it. A good rep will actually hand deliver it. Within that barrel is it's just straight up from the fucking barrel, samples about like this. And they give you about 3 or 4 samples, each one different from a different barrel. And then they also provide a little thing of water just in case you want to add a little splash. And they give you a lot of information on this card. You taste them, you taste it, you taste it, you taste it. And then you taste it as many times as you can until it's all gone or you're drunk. And then you pick which one you want, which one you like best, which one you think their customers are going to buy off the most. And you got to think, barrel, Not exactly sure how much comes in a fucking barrel, but you've seen how big the fucking barrels are. It's a lot of fucking whiskey. So they pick their barrel, they put in their order, they pull the barrel, they bottle what's in the barrel in the bottles. They make these cool little fucking tags, these little metal tags that go across the top here, that makes it authentic to that particular store. I think it's a really cool process. Like I said, I want to buy a barrel myself. I don't know. My birthday's coming up in March. Christmas is coming up soon. I'll probably not get a barrel on either one of those fantastic fucking days, but whatever. I'll buy my own. Now I'm going to try the M&M package store version, or their selected bottle. There we go. Save some for the game. The game is going to be fucking awesome. I don't know how many of you guys are football fans or what, but I've been looking forward to this. Hopefully Georgia's not upset by a bullshit team like... And as you can see, this one, it's still just as dark. It's basically the same, man. Like, honestly. So it kind of makes you wonder, are these shops really getting these specific barrels? It'd be really cool if you could visit the fucking distillery and be like, that one right there. But, you know, what they do is they jot down on a piece of paper which barrel, and that's what you get. 9-year-old bourbon whiskey. As you can see, still dark, just like the other one. And this is from M&M package. It smells a little bit lighter. It's weird. It smells a little bit lighter. All right. Here's what I think. Lotus and myself went with the we went for that good old chest burn. You know what I'm saying? We went for that good old hair on the chest. You know, when you take a shot or something and taste and you just kind of, that whole thing, that's what we went for with that one. However, M&M, and I know the owner of M&M, and he doesn't like alcohol burn. He doesn't like that. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't like it. Now, he'll sell Kentucky Owl. He'll sell Stag Junior. He'll sell Lafroig. He'll sell, you know, Balvini's and Juras and all that stuff. Hell, he'll sell Fighting Cock. He sells all that shit, but he doesn't like the stronger proof bourbon. So I think that's what goes into his selection. It's still a smooth pour, but I do like the Lotus one better. It could be because I helped pick it, but it also could be because that shit's fucking hot. Both are really good selections, so if I were to buy more, I would go and I would actually buy one from each place. And I know how each one tastes. So that's from M&M Package Store. Knob Creek. If I had my laptop or my tablet out here, I could tell you exactly who distills it. If you already know, I didn't do my research on the shit. Actually, I did my research. I did the tasting portion of the research. But as far as the educational portion of it, where it's like all that other word shit, I didn't do that because I'm on vacation. Not even vacation. I'm just out here. It's crazy how much activity is out here on the lake. Anyway, I have another review that I'm going to do for you guys. I don't know if I'm going to do it tonight or tomorrow morning for breakfast. Yeah, you know, I'm celebrating life. So it's like, you know, whiskey with my eggs. I give it a 4 out of 5. I do recommend picking up a bottle of Knob Creek. It's not expensive. It's $40, 42 max. And it's a really good bottle for 40. I mean, it's 120 proof. It's smooth. And then you have something like E.H. Taylor small batch that's $40 at 100 proof. And it's smooth as fuck. But if you want a little extra kick in the balls or vagina, whichever one you have, the 120 proof is perfect. It goes really well with a good cigar, a good strong fucking cigar. I don't know how many cigar enthusiasts there are out there watching these, but trust me on this. So I'm gonna drink some more and gear up for another review. I've been drinking since 10 a.m. It is 4:30. Somebody asked me to review, Josh Brown, you asked me to review Pappy. I tell you what, homeboy, send me a bottle of Pappy and I'll be happy to fucking review every fucking sip. You know I can't find that shit, bro. Come on now, I'm small time. Anybody want to gift it? Trust me, I'm good for accepting. Also, somebody also mentioned that it would be a good idea to open up a PO box so you guys can send whiskey. I think that's a great idea. I would love it if people sent me whiskey to review. The issue is, I think a lot of y'all motherfuckers are cheap, like myself. So that means you have to go buy me a whiskey, ship that bitch, and that alone is, depending on what you get, you looking at $50 easy. So if you want to send me something, let me know. Send me an email or whatever, and I'll give you my home address. Just have that shit delivered to my house, and I'll review whatever it's sent. It could be the little airplane bottles, it could be pints, quarts, whatever, or it could be 750 milliliter or 1.5s. Hey, I'll review anything. I don't care, as long as it's not flavored like apple flavored fucking, or I can't do that shit, bro. Anyway, Knob Creek, handcrafted or hand selected single barrel reserve. If you go to your local package store, I almost can guarantee you they have their own specific hand selected barrel, bottled up, and it's not bad for a young whiskey. I mean, 9 years old, small batch, 120 proof. I don't know, man. There ain't a whole. I mean, I know Kentucky has rolling hills and horses, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Kentucky Fire Cured Tobacco. I know the Georgia Bulldogs beat Kentucky. They actually end up with a pretty good basketball team, both collegiate men and women's basketball teams. But when anybody thinks about Kentucky, of course it's going to be chicken or bourbon. So I'm scheduling a. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna visit all the distilleries, or as many as I can, on the whiskey trail next year for my birthday. So that's gonna be interesting. Anyway, 17 minutes. That's way too long. I'm gonna keep drinking. You guys, this Whiskey Wonder. I'm at the. You know what? I'm gonna show you guys what I'm working with right now. See that back there? Yeah. Views, bitch. Viewers. Yeah, that's what I'm working with. This is my weekend. Yeah. Your boy needed some peace and some quiet. I came and got that shit.